Guys, Home Depot is peak this year. Alrighty, hello everyone. This is Halloween Haunter here, and welcome back to another Halloween video. In this Halloween video, we have right here is the Home Depot Halloween 2025 manager meeting setup. Now, if you're not aware what this is, every year, usually around the same time, like usually in March, Home Depot has a huge manager meeting for, of course, all the managers. And at this meeting, they also hold a huge setup of all the Halloween and Christmas stuff. Now, this video is mostly going to be going over the Halloween stuff. I will throw in Christmas a little bit, but this video is mostly going to be all the Halloween stuff. Before I start, I want to say real quickly thank you to LMJ Halloween for all the footage being used in this video, and maybe some Facebook images that I found just for some props that aren't shown directly clear in this video. I want to thank LMJ a lot though, because this is a lot easier than finding like 30 images online and trying to talk about each image or each prop from that image. So thank you a lot for this. I appreciate it. But let's stop rambling because there's a lot of props here. Let's go ahead and start. So the first prop I'm talking about here is kind of more of a bonus. This is the creepy Christmas prop. So a part of their Christmas lineup, but of course it leans a little more into Halloween because it's creepy. It's a bit more evil-ish. We have the evil snowman. This thing is peak. Out of all the Home Depot like evil character props, I think this is the best one so far. He looks really good. He's definitely like inspired from that Unit 70 evil snowman prop, but I think that's fine. His arms move, his head moves, and he's got like a flicker light in his face. It kind of reminds me of like almost a pumpkin snowman, if that makes any sense, just with the way the face flickers. I think it's really good. This guy looks pretty big too, so like definitely one I'm going to be purchasing for sure. I'm a huge fan of it. I'm glad Home Depot still does this, even if that isn't like the craziest or most popular line from Home Depot. I'm glad they're still attempting it. But not so awesome is our first Halloween prop, which is this jack-o'-lantern man with a top hat and a staff, which I'm not really huge on this one. It's definitely a budget prop, which I'm not saying budget props are bad, but they should be good, at least, or decent. This one I just don't really like. The pumpkin face is fine, I guess, but like his mouth, at least from this video, it could be broken maybe, doesn't move. His head just turns. He's got nice clothing, but otherwise, very basic, not my thing. A prop that is low-key kind of goofy, but like, you know, it's cool, is the ogre. Now, I'm actually a big fan of this ogre. It's usually not my style of Halloween prop, and it is a definite reskin of the Carnival Carl prop from last year, which that was a big, tall clown with a hammer, and the movement is the same. He moves side to side, his arm moves a bit, and his mouth moves. I think this guy looks really good. It's kind of weird that his eyes turn red during like mid-activation. I think it's supposed to symbolize that like he gets more angry maybe. Definitely not one I'll get because I have no use for it. It'll just sit in my storage unit for years until it's on eBay. So I don't think I'll get it, but I think it actually is pretty funny, but actually really good. Like I'm cool with it. Next are the Cauldron Witch duos, which I'm so sick of these things. Ugh. We get so many of these things every single year, and none are innovative. Like, they're all the same thing. They either steer the cauldron, it's either two witches, maybe three, maybe one. The mouth moves. This one is not steering the cauldron, just move the stick up and down. It's not really that great. It's not good. I don't even think it looks that great either. Maybe if they were like servo with the cool faces, they might be something else, but nothing innovative. They've been making these things the last 10 years and none have been really innovative. It's just crazy to me how these haven't evolved at all. But on the back over here, you can see we have a new version of the murderous maple tree. This time it's got a new face, which looks more scared. Personally, I prefer the last year one. I think the last year like spooky, like almost jack-o'-lantern face looked better. This one isn't like bad. I think if you have the original murderous maple tree, this will go good alongside that. But I don't really like have that much love for it. I don't think it's anything that great. Not bad, but I prefer last year's, and it's not a prop I still would go out and get regardless. But aside from like these pretty like negative opinions so far, I'm talking about this next one, which is it's peak, guys. Now, it's not actually activated in the video. Supposedly, it does move. It has like a charming button at the actual show. But we're talking about the 15-foot scarecrow. Yes, 15-foot, which we haven't seen that at Home Depot since 2022 with the 15-foot Phantom. And this guy, I'm not even gonna be capping here. I'm serious. This may just be my all-time favorite retail prop. I know that sounds crazy because it's like we haven't even seen it in action. I'm sure it's just gonna have some like head movement, but I don't even care. It's peak. I need it ASAP. I don't care how much it is, but I'm definitely gonna be buying it. Definitely mine. I love how the suit is red. It's very different. Usually these scarecrows are like gray or black or brown. I like the red color with it. The face looks really good. More of a pumpkin scarecrow-esque look. Fine with that. I love pumpkins. My logo is literally a pumpkin, so good prop. I like the rooted detail. Reminds me a lot of like the Inferno pumpkin, so I like it. It's very good. Very good. Thank you, Home Depot, for this very peak prop. Next we have is not a Halloween prop, but actually another creepy holiday prop. Like the snowman, we're now getting a creepy St. Patrick's Day prop, which is pretty ironic just considering we just had St. Patrick's Day a few days ago. We have is the evil leprechaun, which I think is a great prop. It does nothing crazy. It's about what I expected, which is fine and acceptable. I think it's good movement. The body turns, the mouth moves, and then the arm with the hatchet moves up and down. I think it's great. He's just a little guy. I want it. I like it a lot. It's done really well. We have the return of the Fear Valley Wolf. One of the props from last year that has aged really good for me. I really like this guy a lot still. I think he was really well done. I'm glad he's back. I have him myself. I've been unboxing the channel if you want to watch it, so go watch that instead if you want to know more about him. Next we have is a reskin of the Plague Doctor prop from last year, or I guess you could say they returned him but upgraded him or changed him. Every year some Home Depot returns get modified, whether it be the clothes changing or the head changing, kind of like how the Murderous Maple Tree got an updated version. We have a new version of the Plague Doctor, which is more like just like a crow guy. I think it's definitely based off the Beastcraft roof design, which is like a very tall crow man. This thing is awesome. Not a fan of the eyes at all. I think the eyes look weird with the pupils. I think that definitely shouldn't be there. But aside from that, really awesome. He doesn't have any more body turning or arm movement from the video at least, which kind of sucks. But at least his staff still lunges forward, which is like a nice jump scare. It's weird how the staff is now got like a silver like metal skull on it. I don't really see the point of that, but it's fine. But now his mouth moves instead of like, because the original one was the Plague Doctor mask, the mouth couldn't move, so this one actually has the mouth movement, which I think is fine. I like his suit a lot. I'm gonna say a lot of Home Depot props this year have really good suits, so honestly I like him. He's cool. Don't know if I'll buy it, but hey, I like it. Next we have this little walkthrough. You see the Plague Doctor again, but in here unfortunately it's not turned on, or at least activating correctly. We have is another creepy holiday prop. We have is the evil Easter Bunny, which I'm glad I can have a prop to decorate for St. Patrick's Day and now Easter. The face is very reminiscent of the Fear Valley Wolf, but he holds a cane. You can see a little pocket watch on his suit. I'm so glad we're getting like creepy holiday props, even if it's not my main thing. I'm super glad it exists, and I really want to get this along with the leprechaun. Now next we have is this UV Jack-in-the-Box clown, and I think this guy is done super well. First of all, his UV looks super good. I like how each part of the hair is different colored. I like how the suit is actually very vibrant with the shoes as well. They did a really good job making him UV, unlike the recent remake of Whack-A-Mole. And what's cool about him is that he cranks the handle on the Jack-in-the-Box, but instead of something popping out of the Jack-in-the-Box, his head himself pops up. You can see when it activates, a coil pops up and his head jumps. I think it looks really good. Supposedly from the video, the eyes should be lighting up, and I think the mouth might move. It's not really clear for sure if it does, but I think the eyes are supposed to work. You can kind of see LED spots in them. So I don't think this one is working fully at the show, but regardless, I think this is the best UV clown we've had so far, and definitely one I may want to get. Along the walkway, you can see there's 3 individual zombies. We'll talk more about them later on, not right now. But like how last year we had a Chucky animatronic, this year we have his companion, Tiffany, and this prop looks perfect in terms of design, and she's just like last year's Chucky, where she's got the facial movement. Now, to keep in mind here, they've added arm movement to Tiffany, so I'm not sure that it takes away from all the facial movement that the original Chucky had, However, regardless, this prop still looks really good and definitely one I want to buy for sure. I have the original Chucky, and I wasn't sure if I wanted Tiffany or not just because I'm not like the biggest Child's Play fan. I mean, I have a few Chucky items, but I mean, I wasn't really sure if I wanted like the entire line, but after seeing her in the video, definitely one I want to get. But with Tiffany, we also have a new Chucky who has the same kind of movement as Tiffany, where now his wrist or hand moves, and then he's got the facial features again. Aside from the different movement, this Chucky resembles the scarred Chucky look, more like this guy right here. The original Chucky from last year resembled more of the normal classic Chucky with no scars. This one represents the more later movies with the scarred up look. And personally, I actually prefer the scar look. I think the regular Chucky is fine for like finally having a Chucky prop that's with the regular face. But I've always preferred the more merchandisable, is that a word? Merchandisable Chucky face, which is definitely more the scarred look. I think he looks really good. I definitely prefer it. But still, I think he looks really nice. I love the face a lot. His audio did sound really compressed in the video. I'm not really sure if that's going to be in the release one. I'm glad they added blood to the knife as well. Just very good. Personally, I prefer this one over last year's. I can see why people prefer last year's over this year's. I think they're both really good. I was actually going to sell my original one for this one, but honestly, I might just keep both for how different they are. Definitely a good set of props for the Chucky or Child's Play franchise. Next we have is a really peak prop. We have the app-controlled Ultra Skelly. This guy is 6.5 feet tall, and according to the leaked instructions that we have in the video of this guy here, which you can hear from his demo phrase, this guy has basically all customizable options. You can record your own audio, you can change the LCD eyes on him, you can control the mouth movement, the head movement, the arm movement, the body turning, the strobe light in his body. This guy is all customizable. It's kind of like if you order one of those like Fright Prop skulls and you can do all your customization with it. This guy has an app where you can download it and control what he does, which is so awesome. I am glad that's an actual thing, to have basically your own DIY prop and have it all set up for you so you can do whatever you want with it. This may just be my second favorite prop of all time, behind the 15-foot scarecrow. It's basically Spirit Halloween's Grim, but you have the option to do whatever you want with the activation. The nice thing about him too is that he actually has his own phrases too, so if you don't want to use your own recordable phrases, you can go ahead and just use the ones it comes with. Thank you, Home Depot, for outdating Spirit Halloween's Grim animatronic, who is already very advanced. Next, we have our two Soul Slasher reskins. We have this barber animatronic and a pig. I don't like either one of these. I think the pig is definitely a lot better. Like, the head looks a lot cooler. The barber, I just don't like at all. It's very cheesy and stupid looking. And then we have actually a mini little Dean, which I didn't talk about this earlier. We still have the 3-foot statue characters. The last 2 years, Home Depot has released a mini version of the 12-foot skeleton and a mini version of the Inferno Pumpkin skeleton as 3-foot little statues that have their eyes lit up, or in case for Inferno, the chest as well. And they were only like $40. And this year, they're doing the same thing. We have a little levitating Reaper, which is awesome. I'm glad he has one. We also have one of the 15-foot Scarecrow, which I think is really shocking considering he's coming out this year. They already have a lot of faith in that one, that they're going ahead and making a little one of it already. And then we have a mini Dean, which makes sense. Dean's been around for a while, so might as well make one. All three are really cool. Next we have is this new Servo Witch, which I do think she looks really good. Like, just looks alone. I love the broom it holds with the crow on it. She has a really creepy face. I think looks alone, she is better than Lethal Lily the Witch. However, I do definitely think Lethal Lily is more impressive for animation because she kind of has the normal like servo head motion. I think she's got new LCD eyes, so the eyes still blink, which is fine. I don't really think LCD eyes look good on everything, but I think at least in this video, she looks fine with them. But she's also got wrist movement with her hand, which I think is kind of cool too. It's not like that crazy, but it's a cool little feature with it. I just kind of wish she had more of like a crazy animated face like Lethal Lily, and that way she could like blow Lethal Lily out of the park. But unfortunately, she kind of does the typical servo thing. Aside from the arm being a new thing, she's kind of just the average animation for servos, which is not the worst thing ever. I think she's cool regardless, but maybe to get her at like the half off sale or later down the line, she's not bad at all. Definitely a solid piece. Next we have is this 9-foot shark, which is peak. It's not a animated prop, it's just static. There's no lights in it. I do think it definitely needs perma blood and the eyes to be blackened out. It currently has like humanoid eyes, but it's such a cool looking mold. It looks super big, like just next to the pirate ship. This thing looks huge. It's definitely like an 8-foot, 9-foot prop, and I can't imagine seeing that in person. It's gonna look insane. Definitely one I want, especially with me being more into the aquatic stuff lately. I'm really happy with this guy. We have a new remake prop. We have a new version of the Fisherman, which personally I've never been like a huge fan of this prop, at least what we've seen so far, the original and this one. But I think it's still a cool addition, especially if you didn't get the original one. Nothing crazy, but I think it's fine. Same animation, mouth movement, and rocking. We have a new remake animatronic of an old prop from Home Depot's past, the pirate ship. It's finally back, which I'm super happy about that. I didn't get it back in the day. I didn't really want it back then. Nowadays, I really wanted it. I'm so happy it's finally back, and it's got the steering motion in the wheel. Super awesome. It looks super good. And it's even got some updates, like now there's a mermaid statue in front of the ship. It looks super good. Definitely gonna try and get this one for sure. I'm super happy it's back. Next we have is a budget animatronic that I actually think has done well. Like, I don't really like the Soul Slasher reskins that we've seen. I don't really like the Pumpkin Man. I think this guy is fine. He's just a Grim Reaper with the huge scythe. He looks fine. He's got the generic like Pan Asian like bobblehead motion with the just only mouth movement and glowing eyes. However, he does hold a scroll that lights up. I think his clothing again looks really nice. This guy, nothing crazy, but I think for a budget prop, he's definitely really good. I wouldn't buy it personally, but I actually think this one is a good budget prop. In the background, you can vaguely see some new props. We have a new version of the gargoyle statue. It looks really good this year, way better than last year's. I definitely want that. And then we also have a new archway. It looks to be like a soul archway or like a sand soul archway. It actually glows this time around. The original bone archway and the pumpkin archway did not glow. I know a lot of people will wish that the pumpkin one did have some lights in it. Luckily, this one has that option. I think it also has options to blink too, which is really nice. I probably won't get it just because I have the bone archway and the pumpkin archway, but I still think it's done really well. A new prop that's kind of sparked some controversy we have is the skeleton crawler. Now, a lot of people are really mixed on this one because from what we heard, it sounded to be like a really like insane prop. A prop on tracks sounds awesome. And we've seen that before in the pro industry with the Scare Factory zombie crawler, who is a zombie who kind of rises up on a track, starts going crazy with the body and head movement. But this guy doesn't have all that. He doesn't go up and then at the side, but he does have the head movement with the head going up and his arm movement. The thing is that he's just really slow, which I get why people would have an issue with that, just because like it could have been cooler or faster. And I definitely wish it was, especially that Scare Factory one being like really cool how fast it is. But I get what this one's trying to do. It's just trying to be like, not really simple because it's big, but like kind of like just a slow graveyard prop, you know, to kind of feel the scene ambiance. You see a lot of graveyard props are pretty slow in movement and kind of just feel eerie. I don't think this one's supposed to be like, oh, I'm scared, look at me. I get why people wouldn't like it. Me personally, I think it's fine. I like it. Maybe not top tier like I was hoping to be, but I still like it. I think it can still work really well in the graveyard. It's basically like the grave grabber face mold. Let's be honest here, the Scare Factory one is absolutely peak. I get it, but I still think it's a good one. We have the barber again, which we have a new caretaker, which honestly, I like this one a lot. I think it's better than like the previous versions of the Gravedigger that Home Depot has sold. This one actually has like personality and like a cool look to it. He's on like a dirt mount, and the dirt mount has a head that shoots up, which is awesome. It works really well for this character and as a Halloween prop, especially in a graveyard. That's going to look really good. And I like how the retracting motion still works really well with the character because it looks like he's just putting the corpse back in the grave. And his look is really nice too. Not the same typical Gravedigger-esque look. He's got his own fashion to him, like the shovel, the bag, the face. Back to those three zombies, we have a new version of the clown sack, which is now a zombie sack, which honestly, I think these guys are more fun than bad. I don't think they're anything that great, but I appreciate what they are. I think they're more like a party prop. They talk, they're pretty goofy. I get their purpose. I think they look a lot better than the clown, but I still think this one is, you know, even though it's not really that good, it's not really that good, honestly. I think it's a fine, like, party prop. Nothing really wrong with it. We can also see that the 12-foot Skelly is back. No surprise there. The Skelly dog is back, which I thought was kind of surprising. I mean, he sold well on initial drop, but I really didn't know if he was going to return because he was at a lot of after sales. And we also have a new addition to that line, we have a Skelly cat, which I like the pose on that one a lot better. Don't know if I get that. But now we move on to the Universal Monster characters. We have the return of the Frankenstein's monster, which kind of like the Skelly dog, sold really well upon initial release. But then, like, in stores, he's had a lot of after sales. Like, my store had a ton of them. So I was like, okay, why bring him back? It makes sense. They brought him back just so they can make a Bride of Frankenstein, which honestly, not as impressive as the Frank, but I get why. She didn't need to talk or anything, so no mouth movement. Still think she looks really good. I think the arms look really good, the face, the stitches, the hair. Glad she still has some face movement as well with the eyes blinking and the eyes moving. Her eyes also light up too, which is an interesting touch. The Frank didn't have that. So honestly, I think it's cool. Definitely not better than the Frank, but definitely one I want to get because I'm a big fan of Frankenstein overall, so I definitely want to get it. But after all that, that is it for the Halloween line from Home Depot. We got some Christmas bonuses. We have the return of the 8-foot reindeer. Awesome to see it back. The return of the 8-foot Santa yet again. And then we have a huge sleigh for the 8-foot Santa and the reindeer, which looks amazing. It makes the Santa Claus look normal size. I really wonder how big it's going to be in person, how much it's going to be. It's definitely going to be pretty expensive for how big it is, but I like it. I have the Santa. I still want to get the reindeer, and I want the sleigh now. So, awesome job, Home Depot. In this image, we have a new Grinch animatronic. I can't really tell what it does. It's not really clear. Maybe the face has some crazy movement. Not really sure. We have Olaf as a prop now, which personally, I'm not like a huge Frozen fan, but hey, it exists. It's cool, I guess. But we have a Santa that is just like the Ultra Skelly, where it has an app-controlled Bluetooth option, which I think is really awesome, especially for Christmas. Getting something like that for also Christmas now is great. Definitely one I want to get. The face looks like it has insane animation, so I might get that, honestly. And then we have probably the most peak Christmas prop, aside from the evil snowman, we have is Goofy. So the last few years, we've been getting Mickey Mouse characters as props. We of course got Mickey Mouse, then Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and now we have Goofy, which I'm buying it. No doubt buying it. Need it. He looks really good. I like he sits on the stool so it can be still in line and like size-wise, like height-wise with the other characters. With that being said, Home Depot this year, absolutely awesome. Done really well. Bravo, Lance Allen and the Halloween team. All really good stuff. I'm really happy with it. Let me know down below what you guys think of Home Depot this year. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next Halloween video. By the way, I don't think Spirit's gonna beat this. I don't know. We gotta see what Spirit does next. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below.